Watch this.
This is my boyfriend. We were together for like 5.5 years. And that last year, I started talking to this guy who's in a band and ended up visiting him one day in LA. Like, I drove to LA and spent 3 days with him. And he said, break with your boyfriend, move to LA. And then literally, like, it was like, went there on a Friday. That Monday, I broke with my boyfriend. And then who I was with for 5.5 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Was he a
but
good
like,
guy?
no regret.
Was he a great guy?
Oh, the band guy off.
No, the first guy.
Oh, he was such a good guy.
And he
Yeah, I
left
was
him
gonna
for this
say.
piece of shit.
The band guy probably was not going
Fresh
to
and
work
Fit
out.
were right about everything. God
But
damn.
like,
Now, some of you are gonna cope and say this is just a show. She didn't mean it. Bullshit. That shit happened. Look at her laugh. Does that look like a ruthless woman to you? See, you guys want to cope. You want to go against me. Like men want to go against me. No, men are ruthless too. I'm not saying they're not. Let's watch it one more time. Look how she's sitting. Look at her body language. Look at her facial expressions.
Do women feel bad after they treat you like shit? Honestly, no, they don't. In reality, they laugh with their friends about the things that they do to you, and they gossip to their friends about how they're doing you wrong and how they're talking to other men. They don't feel bad until they actually lose you. They keep you on the side, and when they lose you, they feel bad. But once again, women are not good at apologizing or realizing that they're wrong. Unless you call them out, then they'll think about it like, dang, maybe I did mess up. But in that moment, women do not feel bad. They think it's funny, and they really feel like it's funny to treat men like shit. Especially good men, especially men that are soft and that will actually let you walk over them. They don't feel bad. In reality, they just believe that you shouldn't be like this and you shouldn't let a woman walk over you. That's their logic. Men, you need to wake up. Women are evil. There are a lot of evil women out here. They don't care about what they do, and they don't care about how they make a man feel. Especially women that have been done wrong. They are miserable inside, and they go around hurting other men.
Hey, my friends, welcome to the RP Experience. Peace and love to my brothers and sisters out there. Thank you for hitting the like button, subscribing, sharing, and turn on notifications so you know when I have a whole new video out. I really appreciate it. Today's video is going to be about, can men and women be friends? Part 2. I did a video about this in my earlier YouTube days, about like a year ago. I have to look back at it. It's probably more, well, I guess I was more stumbling trying to find my way, but it was me starting up. So I'm a lot better now, but I still have some improvement. On that video, because I do have a lot of female associates and friends. So me myself, I can be friends with a woman. Now, certain stipulations though, like I'll always say, I'm not going to be her best friend. We're not going to be hanging out every day. And a lot of times I know this happens in the job environment when they have that joke thing of like my work husband or my work wife. And that's like pretty dangerous right there. Now, that being said, some of the videos I use in the very beginning have nothing to do with the female male friendship, but one of the things in there was how a woman had a boyfriend and she knew this guy in the band. They developed a relationship, then she left her boyfriend for this guy. So they did become friends. And this is why most men, probably 99% men will say men and women cannot be friends unless if he is friends with a woman and he doesn't want to blow his cover. I will say this how I can be friends with a woman or female, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other men can agree. But as I said before, it's certain things I do not do because I know once I get into a relationship, I'm going to be forced to choose between her and the new woman, and it could be like a lot of problems. Unfortunately, a lot of women can seem to get away with this with most dudes, unless if they're like usually the hyper masculine or somewhat toxic dude be like, yo, you're not going to be talking to that dude anymore. And either she'll be like, okay, yes, daddy, or either she's going to be like, you can't tell me what to do. But there are some dudes that can pull that off, and most dudes cannot pull that off. So anyway, let me start with my first video.
Ladies, you have to understand the reason we are so passionate about bringing this to your attention is not because we think you're stupid. It's not because we don't trust you. It's that you're being taken advantage of. You're hanging out with somebody who's lying about their intentions so they can weasel their way into your life. And that's not a real friend. That's some shady shit to do. So we're just trying to point out something that's happening under your nose, so hopefully you can be aware of it and put a stop to it. I promise you, we are coming at it with good intentions. And you still want to get mad at us. And act like we're the crazy ones making this shit up. Oh, that is so ridiculous. Why would a guy go through all that trouble and pretend to be my friend just to sleep with me? I don't know. But I've done it so many times. I've done it so many times. How do you think I got you, stupid? Come on. Oh my God. Nobody has been a better friend than me. Are you kidding me? That's why dudes can spot the shit, because fucking game recognized game. You know what I mean? He'll do some shady shit and we're like, fucking good move. That's what shit I would have done, you know? Fuck you, but respect. He is not your friend, ladies. And if you really do treat him like your best friend, oh, so much worse. Because if you treat him like your best friend, that means you have gone to him with all of your secrets, all of your problems. He knows everything you like, everything you don't like. You've probably complained to him about everything your boyfriend does wrong. So now this motherfucker has all the Infinity Stones to become the perfect guy for you. So when you and your boyfriend finally break up, who do you go run into? Me. And I've been waiting for this moment, boy. Weeks, months, maybe years. I've been waiting for this exact opportunity, bro. I've been putting in work too. I've been sending you memes in the morning. I've been texting you, how's your day going? I don't give a fuck about your day. Are you stupid? It's my day. I care about my day. Come on, man. It's about patience. All I've had to do is play it cool and stay in the game long enough and wait for the day that you come banging on my door, crying your eyes out. And I just have to play stupid like, oh, whoa, hey. Why are you crying? He said he doesn't trust me? That's crazy. Y'all broke up? Oh my God. I am so sorry. Oh, some dudes are so insecure. Oh my God. He's not your fucking friend!
Wow. He's pretty correct on this. Thing is, though, that doesn't apply to every guy. I'll take myself as an example. And I think at least 20 to 30% of men will fall under what I'm about to say. Let's say I meet a woman that I am attracted to, and then I try to talk to her. And then she say either she has a boyfriend or either she's married, which, maybe I missed her ring or something like that. After that, I am like hands off. I'm not going to try no more. She's off limits to me. That's how I look at it. But of course, players, Pookies and Ray Rays, even Chaz or Tyrones disregard that particular thing right there. And sometimes women prove that point because sometimes they'll still hook up with them. Anyway, taking them out the mix. I'm talking about guys in general with being like friends with a woman. Now, I never became friends with a woman in the thing of like, I'm going to learn everything about her likes and dislikes, and then I'm going to swoop on in to be her man or either to take her from her man. That was never my plan. So I kind of say it in reverse. So if she has a man, she definitely becomes like associate or friend to me now. Like, it'd be nice if it happened, but it's not going to happen. So it's off limits. Now, what he's talking about is what, of course, like the players and stuff would do, or even like those guys that they do like you, but they think that they can do better than what your man is doing. Now, the only way I will feel like that is when a woman is telling me her relationship business and she's painting her boyfriend, her man, her husband in a real bad light of how horrible he is and how bad he is and how he doesn't treat her right or something. That's why I always say women that talk about their men, their personal relationship business to guy friends, that's a violation because you're sending the wrong signal to most of those guys, even a good guy, especially if you're telling the story. And unfortunately, a lot of women do this particular thing. They tell stories, making themselves look like an angel, and their man looks so horrible. So I know this now, but I don't think I learned this until maybe 7 years ago, of how a lot of females or women will do this particular thing right there. So I would say for women, don't do that. So yes, I think guys can be friends with girls. It's just the level of the amount that I am engrossed in your life. It has to be like limits to that. And actually, I have another video here that's going to explain something. So I'll be right back.
I'm gone. I'm not going to wait around to be inevitably let down. You know what I mean? It's a waste of time. And I've got so many red flags that there's some that I want to get off my chest. And I think maybe we'll find some common ground. Maybe you'll think I'm crazy, but I think it's worth finding out. And we'll start slow. We're ease our way into it. We're going to start with red flag number 1. And just a disclaimer, this one is not going to be the funniest one, but I do think it's going to resonate with the most amount of people here. Red flag number 1 is when she That bitch is red flag number 1. That bitch is red flag number 1. Girls who don't drink enough water. That's what it is. Red flag number 1 is when she has another guy in her life who is consistently trying to sleep with her, and she refuses to acknowledge this. This is good. This is going to cause a lot of fights in the car ride home. This is my favorite one. You clapping hard as fuck. You had an argument recently. Like I said, this isn't the funniest one, but you better believe every dude in here in a relationship right now knows the guy in his girl's life that he's like, fuck that dude, I'll kill him tomorrow. It's so obvious. obvious to us, right? As the boyfriend, this shit is clear as day. We can spot it from a mile away. Usually the beginning of the relationship. We'll clock it. We'll pull you aside. Hey, babe, I know you hang out with so-and-so, and that's fine. You're a grown woman. You can do whatever you want. I'm not controlling or anything, but just so you know, that dude's trying to fuck you. And women will always have the exact same naive reaction. Babe, come on. Are you serious? Him? You're worried about him? He's literally like my best friend. Like he's literally like a brother to me. Word? Oh, that's your brother. Oh, I didn't realize what kind of Pornhub family tree you were associated with. But shut it down, okay? He's not your friend. He's not your brother. He wants to enter your body holes. End of story, okay? Ladies, you have to understand the reason we are so passionate about bringing this to your attention is not because we think you're stupid. It's not because we don't trust you. It's that you're being taken advantage of. You're hanging out with somebody who's lying about their intentions so they can weasel their way into your life. And that's not a real friend. That's some shady shit to do. So we're just trying to point out something that's happening under your nose, so hopefully you can be aware of it and put a stop to it.
This dude is hilarious. But he's right, though. In most cases, especially in cases I can think of, it hasn't been every woman that I've dated, but I know with the ones that we went like a bit of a distance, it was always some guys that were supposedly like their best friends or they was always hanging out with or something, that I always got that vibe that he had a thing for her or so. And of course she would downplay it and say like, oh no, you don't need to worry about him. In the back of my mind, I have to think, because I know one time I was in a situation with an older woman when I was younger. Telling a little bit of personal business here, but I was in a situation that she was messing with me. She was separated, but she was messing with me, and somebody asked her like, "Wait a minute, are you messing with that young guy?" And she was like, "Oh no, that's not even my type." When I know we were smashing. So you can't always go by what a woman say. I know men be lying, but women, y'all be lying too. And y'all can be like convincing liars. Like I can't tell. That's why a lot of times when ones tell me a story, if she don't tell me something that she did in the situation, I'm going to think that she's leaving something out. And maybe she's actually the instigator or the person doing dirt. And maybe the other person took and overreacted and looked like they had mental problems, but she pushed the buttons. Anyway, once again, not every guy does that particular thing like right there, but there are dudes, and I do wish men had more of a code that they kind of used to have or something. Because as I say earlier, if I know she has a boyfriend or she is like married or something, I definitely put her in my friend box in a way. Now, unless if she be giving me like little signals or something, but even then I'll be thinking like, well, she's with somebody, and especially with what I know now, like, well, I can't believe anything she says unless if I was to talk to him or unless if I saw actual bruises on her or something like that. Something that would definitely paint him in my eyes is like, oh yeah, that dude is definitely bad right there. So yeah, I do think attractive woman that has guy friends, and that's another thing too. There's always attractive women that has a bunch of guy friends. It might be a woman that's like average that has some guy friends, but the ones that have like, like 20,000 followers, 100,000 followers, and stuff like that, and mostly all of them is men, or either she hangs out with like 10 dudes or something. Either says A, she has a lot of masculine traits, like, you know, if a person's like a rapper or something, or she's in some type of she's in something that you have to be like tough and rough or something, then maybe to a degree, I guess I get it. But when women are attractive and they have a lot of guy friends, I kind of feel like they like that attention from a lot of dudes, and then in the same breath she'll say like all men are trash or all men are evil and blah blah blah. And I will guarantee once she gets older, especially like over 40 and 50, she's not going to have that ton of guy friends that she had when she was in her teens and 20s, you know. So, anyway, I'm going to explain how I look at it, like this video, of being just friends with a woman. Because with anybody, you can't always take what they say unless if they can show you like some type of evidence. Which, however, though, this is just another video that's confirming my point right here. So anyway, I'll be back.
Ladies, can a man just be friends with a woman? Sure, but that means there's something about her that he's not attracted to. Here are a few of those things. I'm gonna start with the obvious. He doesn't find her aesthetically pleasing. Her facial features, her body type. In other words, he thinks she ugly. It doesn't mean you are ugly, it just means he thinks you're ugly. She's not old enough, she's not young enough. He can just be friends. Unless he's R. Kelly and he drank too much water. He's not attracted to her promiscuity. Don't nobody want that potential monkey box or any other STD. The more partners she's had, the more experience she has or experiences with King Kong D, and an insecure man of substance ain't got time for that. He could just be friends. Yeah, she looks good, but her personality is trash. Her sense of humor, garbage. Her perspective, her mind state, and how she sees things is a complete dumpster fire. That is a turnoff. He can just be friends. He's not attracted to her situation. Financially, where she comes from matters. Her living situation matters. Kids and baby fathers running around matters. Keeping a junky house matters. Whoever you associate yourself with matters. He can just be friends. See, like, man can be real judgmental too now. He's not attracted to her hygiene. He smelled her sit-down air and got a whiff of her walk-by wind and threw up in his mouth a little. Never mind. He definitely can just be friends. I'm not trying to call out women with a ton of male friends. I'm just saying, if you have genuine male friends, he's probably not attracted to something. Because if you had it all together, he would have been pressed you. He didn't. So...
Bingo. Bingo. I could not have stated it better myself. I'm glad I found a video that pointed this out. And this is how I've navigated having a lot of female associates and friends. Because I'm looking at things that they have, like, and things that I've learned on my short time on this mud ball. And it's like, okay, I don't feel like dealing with this. I don't feel like dealing with that. After seeing how she is with the other person, I know she's going to do that to me eventually. That type of stuff right there. And of course, if she has a boyfriend or husband, yes, I may still think she's attractive. I may like her personality. In another universe, I probably would try to shoot my shot, but I'm not, because she's unavailable to me right now. You know, I'll put this as a good example right here. It was a woman in my associate list that, you know, I know she liked some of the same movies, and she was one of the few women that wasn't trying to kill me on a roller coaster, because she's like, oh yeah, I don't really like this particular roller coaster. I was like, me neither. Then I shot my then I shot my shot, but I found out she was talking to somebody else. And what she said definitely raised her standing with me. She was like, well, I always like to give one guy a real chance before talking to somebody else. Now, do a lot of women do that? Yes, I know a lot of guys be like talking to other women, but not all of us do it. But to hear a woman actually say that, I was like, hey, okay, give him a clear chance. And I never tried to talk to her again. But however, I was attracted to her and I did like her personality. But because of that right there, I was like, well, maybe in another universe or something. And that's her fiance now today. So, that's how I do it. So that's pretty much it. I didn't want this video to be too much longer because I always have just one major video a week just in case I'm going to do it. So you guys have a great night and see you later. And subscribe.
How long have you guys been dating for?
A little over 2 years now.
Do you guys think it's possible to have guy friends when you're in a relationship?
I don't think so. Guys just have different intentions.
What do you think?
I don't have a problem with it.
Okay, so we're gonna do a little experiment. We're gonna pick a card from this game. They have some risky text in here, and basically, I'm gonna have you call one of your closest guy friends and see how they react. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Let's do this thing.
I got a question.
Shoot.
Do you care if I sleep over tonight? My mom's been up my ass.
Shit, I mean, yeah, probably, but don't you got a boyfriend?
Yeah, but I mean, we're just friends, right?
Yeah. My apartment's messy as fuck. I got cat hair all over the couch and shit. So you probably have to sleep in my room with me for real.
Okay.
All right, bet.
All right.
See you later.
Bye.
What do you think?
I think it's just weird that, he wants you to stay in his bed with him. So could you just block him now?
No, that's so mean. He's my best friend.
How long have you guys been dating?
I still wanna run to you. Am I breaking through? Do you feel me too? Handle made it. I still wanna run to you.